Assalamualaikum and good day to each and everyone. Today, I'll be discussing to you the chapter 6, the promotion of local and oral history and other related topic. But before anything else, allow me first to introduce myself. So this is Master Rapalaguyan Engine, and today I'll be discussing to you the local and oral history. So without further ado, let us define first what is oral and local history. So when we say local history, it is a study of event, people, and culture within a specific geographically limited area like a town, city, and provinces. One of the example of the local history is that, for example, na sinabi natin na um, a history of our town. So for example, is that from the development of your town up to the present situation. So kumbaga it includes nandun na yung kung sino yung namumuno sa inyong town, of course, kung sino yung naging leaders, kung sino man yung plays a significant and vital role in the society as well as in your community. So basically, kapag sinabi natin na local history, it is just focused on local. Meaning to say, we're just focused in our community. It is not based on the history of our world, but it is just an history of our community. Of course, kapag sinabi po natin na local history, kasama din dito yung mga um, local archives natin. For example, yung mga maps natin, of course, yung mga old photographs. For example, nito is yung uh, sa, let's say, in Egypt. So, di ba in Egypt is meron silang pinagmamalaki na pyramid. So, with that, in the certain community of the Egypt, pinagmamalaki nila, pinag-aaralan nila, they preserving the pyramid by which is na nakatayo or naipatayo sa kanilang certain communities. And that is the local. So again, pag sinabi natin na local, meaning to say, it is just a local history which focuses only on a certain communities. Kasama dito yung mga maps, of course, the old photographs and towns. So kasama dito yung the development of the certain community. So the second one is the oral history. Oral history is a research method used to gather, preserve, and interpret the personal memories and voices of the individuals while lived through historical events. So pag sinabi naman po natin na oral history, meaning to say, it is a research method na kung saan we use a research in order to to preserve and interpret the personal memories that we gather in a certain community. But on the other hand, pag sinabi natin na oral history, it is based on the living memory rather than the written document. So basically, pag sinabi natin na oral history, ito yung kumbaga, it is an actual factual evidences that this happened about a certain thing. One of the example of this is the here in the Philippines is the kumbaga yung pagsakop ng mga Espanyol sa ating bansa by which is it is not just a historian but rather with provided a factual evidences that the Philippines is colonized by the Spaniard about 333 years. So when we say oral history, meaning to say it is a factual. Kumbaga, we're talking about the history of a certain world. One of the example of this again is the Philippines. So now, class, we are here on the importance of the local and the oral history. So, local and oral history are vital because they capture the human side of the past that official record often miss. The future abstract dates into lived experiences. So, of course, basically, um, oral and oral and local history is not just an history but it is a within NA evidences, but rather, again, ang pinagkaiba lang pag sinabi natin na oral, meaning to say, it is, kumbaga, it is a based on the research. And when we say naman, the um, the local, meaning to say it is just focuses on the specific community. So in the importance of the local and oral history, we have in two categories. First is the in the local history. So it is strengthens identity. So basically, the local history connects people to their immediate surroundings and fosters community pride. Of course, we all understand that as someone who living in a certain communities, it is not just a history for us. Although it is just a local, but rather it is a strengthened identity of who we are. So, pag sinabi natin na strengthened identity of who we are, kumbaga nagiging parte ito ng ating buhay as we live as a human beings in a certain community. So, of course, kapag sinabi natin na it is a strengthened identity of us, kasi as we go further, magiging a history kasi tatatak sa mga isipan ng mga tao na ay ganito pala dun sa kanilang bansa. For example, here in the Philippines. So, pag sinabi natin na as we heard pag sinabi na Pilipino ang mga tao na to sa ibang bansa, of course, una may isip nila is who we are as a Filipino people. Next one is the reveals diverse narratives, uncovers how global event like wars or economic shifts, specifically it is impacted in your neighborhood. So of course, local history is not just an strengthening of our identity. Of course, it also reveals the diverse narratives of us, who we are. So whether naging failed man tayo sa economic growth and development of the as a Philippines, of course, nandun pa rin yun kasi it is a part of our growth. So kumbaga, we cannot ever deny that kung nandun ka, for example, you're a citizen of the Philippines, then you cannot deny that you are a part of the certain community. Of course, you have to preserve a micro-heritage. It serves as a stories of local landmarks, businesses, and families that wouldn't make into a national textbook. Of course, we're not just a Filipino in a society, but of course, we should preserve a micro heritage. As we go forward, of course, nandun pa rin bit-bit natin as who we are as a Filipinos. Kumbaga, hindi lang tayo basta-basta Filipino, kung or for example na napadpad ka man sa saang bansa, dala-dala mo pa rin yung identity na bilang pagiging Filipino because yun nga, isa ka pa rin Filipino. So of course, your cultures and traditions is nandyan pa rin. Kumbaga, nagiging innate na siya. Of course, lastly, the encourage civic engagement. Of course, if we're going to talking about the understanding a town's past often motivates people to care for its future. So, of course, as a people of the community, we have the responsibility to take an action in every decisions that shapes us as a people of the certain communities. Of course, we have to taking care of its future. So, kumbaga, as bilang citizens or people of the community, meron kang responsibility to taking care of your community kasi once it fell down, so basically, kapag marinig ng ibang tao na ay ganito pala sa kanilang community, so of course, na magkakaroon sila ng mindset or ng sense na ay ganito pala dun sa kanila. So that is why as a responsible citizens of the certain communities, then you have to taking care of your the future of your community. So, kumbaga, in short, hindi tayo gumagawa ng negativity, but rather we foster positivity towards other people. So the next one is the importance of the oral history. So first, it gives a voice to the silenced. Basically, it captures the perspective of the marginalized groups, the working class and indigenous cultures whose stories weren't written down. So one of the example of this here in the Philippines in the different sectors that we have. So we all understand that in the Philippines is that not only Tagalog or Maguindanaon yung nakatira here in the Philippines. So, with the oral history, so alam naman natin na with oral history is kumbaga pangmalawakan siya. Throughout the oral history is that it highlights, it gives the radiance to the indigenous peoples for them to be able to also recognize that here in the Philippines is that not only Tagalog yung citizenship or yung tao dito sa Philippines, but of course meron din tayong mga indigenous peoples by which is they're not sometimes na they're not been written in the stories because of their situationship that they are in a marginalized areas. So of course the second one is it captures emotions and nuance. So of course it preserves tone, hesitations, and personality, details that Dry's document cannot convey. So we all understand that in every country is that they have their unique characteristic. So throughout the oral history, it captures that what or who we are as a Filipinos. So, Filipinos or Philippines is known for being a warmth and with the way we are hospitable. Of course, Filipinos are known kung paano tayo magiging sa pagiging masiyahin natin. So with that, throughout the oral history, it highlights us who we are as a Filipinos. So the next one is the corrects the records. So it provides a bottom-up evidence that care challenge or clarify the official government or media account. So yes, here in the Philippines, it corrects the records as who we are as a Filipino. So we all understand that here in the Philippines is that meron tayong mga officials in the government, of course in media, that helps them or ito yung with the use or throughout the oral history is that with this it corrects the records or when it comes to those public servants, those working in the government, of course, and media. So here in the Philippines is that ngayon in current situation is that napag-alaman tayo because of the corruptions here in the Philippines. Of course, there is also a positivity by which is the celebrities when it comes to the media personality that masyadong sikat sila. One of the example of this is ang Bini. So, we'll understand na ngayon is Bini is masyado silang nakaka-gain ng fans, not just in the Philippines, but of course in worldwide. So, that is the example of the third. So, the last one is it ensures the continuity. So, as we go forward, it acts as a bridge between the generations, allowing elders to pass down wisdom and cultural traditions directly. So of course, as who we are as a Filipinos, kumbaga kung ano yung mga traditions and cultures natin ngayon is that ito yung nagiging innate values of the second generations for them to be able to adapt as who we are in the present. So kumbaga, although magiging although na ngayon yung cultures natin and traditions natin when it comes to the oral history is like ganito. Of course, yung mga cultures natin na to, it can be passed in the other generation or the next generations with preservations of our culture. So kumbaga, although mag-exit na tayo sa ating mga cultures ganyan, of course, yung mga second generations natin is that they will be able to preserve those cultures kasi pinapasa natin yung cultures natin in a innate way. So, kumbaga, we pass those traditions, cultures, and values with the way that they can preserve that because yung mga cultures natin is yan yung pagkakakilanlan natin as a Filipinos. So class, now let's move to the meaning of local and oral history. So basically, the oral history is a method of gathering historical information through recorded interviews with people who have a personal knowledge of past events. So when we say, but on the other hand, when we say local history, it is the study of past within a specific small geographic area such as the neighbors, towns, and village. So again, pag sinabi natin na oral history, kumbaga, it is a method of gathering historical information. So, pag sinabi natin na oral history, kasama pa rin dito yung, kumbaga, saksi ka dun, ikaw mismo yung nakikita nung magiging history na yon. Of course, kapag sinabi naman natin na oral history, again, kapag sinabi natin na oral history, kumbaga, pangmalawakan siya na pagkakakilanlan natin as a Filipinos. And kapag sinabi naman natin na local history, of course, it is just focused on the local communities, such as in our neighbors, towns, or village. So, overall, the oral and local history is maaari natin din dito pag-usapan yung mga economic growth, depending na lang kung gaano siya kalawak. Kasi kapag malawakan, meaning pasok siya sa oral history. Pero kapag focuses only on a certain village or communities, meaning to say, it is a local history. So, in the meaning of the local and oral history, it is classified into two. First, pag-usapan muna natin ang oral history, or also known as the spoken record. So, in an oral history, yung source natin dito is based on a living memory rather than written documents. So, again, kapag sinabi natin na oral, meaning to say, it is a living memory rather than written documents. So, kumbaga, yun, parte siya ng ating pagkakakilanlan natin as a Filipinos. So, the basis of this is the memories that happen in past years or decades. So, of course, in the format, typically consists of audio or video recordings and their transcripts. So, ang pinagkaiba kapag sinabi natin na oral history, meaning to say, ito yung maaari siyang kumbaga maaari na meron siyang mga audio or video recordings na supporting details, or it supports doon sa sinasabi natin na history na meron tayo. So for example nito is yung history na kung the way paano tayo sinakop ng Spanish. So of course, there is a videos or audios or even something na documents that can prove that the Philippines is colonized by the Spaniards. So, of course, ang focus ng oral history is the cultures, feelings, opinions, and hidden stories not found in official report. So, again, kapag ito yung sinabi ko kanina, pag sinabi natin ng oral history is that it is focused not just only on the history as we are, but of course kasama dun yung mga feelings, opinions. Of course, kapag merong hindi na isama sa mga history na nababasa natin in oral history is that kumbaga it founds here kapag sa oral history. Kumbaga sa oral history, kung meron mga pinagtatakpan, of course, sa oral history is dito mailalantad yung kung ano may napagtatakpan sa oral history. Of course, the goal of the oral history is to preserve first-hand account before individual passed away. So, again, kapag ang goal ng oral history is to preserve a first-hand account before the individual pass away. So, one of the example of this, yung sinasabi ko sa inyo kanina na as Filipinos is that there is a unique characteristic as who we are that can be passed in other generation. So, kumbaga, tayo yung naka-experience or from galing sa ninuno natin yung mga cultures na yun, or even the traditions or even those feelings is that mapapasa natin into next generations before tayo mawawala into history. So, kumbaga, before tayo mag-exit sa history natin is that napapasa na natin yan sa ating next generation. So, the next one is the meaning of the local history or also known the place record. So, in a source, pagdating naman sa source ng local history, it uses a local archives, maps, old photographs, and towns records. So, in our introduction, no, ito nasabi ko rin sa inyo na ang local history is focuses on archives, maps, and old photographs and town records. So, kumaga, sa local history is that local lamang yung focus nito. Kumbaga, in a certain community lamang. For example, yung maps ng community natin or the barangays natin, the village natin, or yung towns natin. Of course naman, sa format nito is that it often result in museum exhibit, walking town, or community books. So, ang ano naman, ang local history is, for example, ang local history naman is that it can be preservative in like sa mga museums, like ganyan. So, for example na ganito, mayroon tayong nakitang artifacts in our village. So, that artifacts can be, pwede natin siya ibigay sa mga museums, and with that, maprepreserve and of course, ma-promote yung lokal natin. And with that, makikilala na ay in this village pala is dun pala natagpuan yung mga like for example the Mesosaurus, ganyan. So of course, the focus of the local history is to investigate how a specific community developed over time. So in local history, kumbaga, it focuses on the development of a certain community with the way of kasama dun kung paano natin na-surpass yung for example yung mga paghihirap natin before as part of who we are as a community. So, the next one is the goal. To understand how big history like a world war affected a small place. So, I think it is a self-explanatory naman, no? So, the goal of the local history. So, I think that would be end of my part for this topic. I hope you learned a lot and thank you so much. And once again, this is Master Palawin Engine. Thank you so much and good day, everyone.